I post a little comment up on there, and I've talked to Doly and Allan and all these people down here at the legislature. And the OPP all know me. They shake my hands because they all got first aid and know what the government's doing is nothing but mass murder.
Introduction of visitors. It's now time for member statements. The member for Scarborough Southwest.
In Toronto alone, the government is cutting $1 billion in public health funding over the next 10 years. I've spoken to a lot of residents who aren't exactly sure what the cut to public health will mean for Scarborough, both in my riding of Scarborough Southwest as well as the 5 other communities represented by other MPPs at the legislature. In fact, the Premier himself doesn't seem to understand how crucial these public health services are. In a radio interview, he called these nurses and health professionals, and I quote, "the folks that go into restaurants and put the little stickers on saying it's safe to eat here," end quote. Speaker, for us Scarbarians, public health means an awful lot more than that. In my riding, $1 billion in public health cuts would jeopardize students' breakfast and lunch programs at 33 schools. The cuts would threaten to skill building programs for at-risk youth at the West Scarborough Neighborhood Center, as well as the Birchmount Bluffs Neighborhood Center. These cuts would also mean 130 schools across all of Scarborough losing students' immunization programs. And these cuts come at the same time as news yesterday of a confirmed case of an adult measles outbreak in Scarborough and possible public exposure. Speaker, protecting people from measles is not a partisan issue. This government must rethink their dangerous cuts to Toronto public health. We all need to do better. We all need to stand up and fight for the health of our communities. Thank you very much.
Toronto Public Health, they thought it was funny as heck back in 2013. Apparently there was a rumor of Rob smoking crack. I went to the doctors. I says, well, I guess this live human study can't end till somebody kills Rob Ford if he smokes too much, drinks too much, has a diabetic coma, a stroke, or chokes on the extra gravy. The medical doctors started laughing their fool heads off. Yeah, kill the mayor, kill the mayor. I went over and talked to Rob. Took a friend of mine with me. Told Rob about what's going on. Rob's response was, Toronto Public Health is not in my jurisdiction. I shook my head. I says, do I got to go to Montreal or Windsor to save your life? The next time I ran into Rob Ford, the mayor, was with Joe Mahavik at City Hall. Joe Mahavik says, see that guy? That's Gary Thompson. He's trying to save your life. Rob Ford walks right by me, growls at me, and gets in the elevator. You're all being mass murdered, using your tax dollar to do it. Read the comment box and then think. This is the photo I added to the message to Doly, Begum, and Gélinas. Right across the street from Doly's office, constituency office, is a veterinarian. That's the surgery, eh? That green tank's oxygen. Veterinarian, any animal suffers a breathing emergency, the vet will give rescue breathing. Get them on oxygen if necessary. And during surgery, they overdose the animal. The only thing keeping them alive is ventilations. They certainly don't do as they've taught millions of humans. Kill the animals. Hey, vets. Yeah, because they look at, I show it to the vets, in 2 seconds they go, that's murder. I said, no problem, eh? Yeah. Kill the kids.